What's up, everyone? All Barca fans, back again here on this channel with kind of a quick video. I don't have much time to do it, but I just wanted to speak on a bit on the kind of the first week for Xavi, like the first or the first 2 weeks or so, his first 3 games in charge, and how it's been, and ups and downs and all that stuff a little bit quickly. Um, and if just a short story, if you, okay, I think it's been really good. I think we've seen some decent enough performances, and we've seen more energy, more will, more spirit in the team, and more like how can I say it, more unity. More like a more of a union together with all the players together, and they're actually playing like a team. They're playing like they're all really working well together, and that's the most important thing. That's what really is great. With these 3 games, we have 2 wins and a draw. A draw coming in the Champions League against Benfica, which is unfortunate that it went to that, because we a lot of good chances. But I'll get to that in a minute. But then we'll start with the Espanyol game, which was his first in charge, and we saw already then that how much the team looked different, how much the spirits have lifted, how much they really wanted, to play for Xavi, for the club, how different the atmosphere was, the feeling, the like, just overall, can I say, great kind of a setting of the team, and how the tactics really implemented into it, and how the new changes and the rules, how they took that in, everything that Xavi had put up, and how they really felt that that's really how it really worked more for them, and they really they resonated with it, and they accepted it in a really good way, much more and way differently than from what Coleman did before. And many of the players also come out and said that they feel like the team is the more like a unit now. They're more of a group. They really uh, feel like Xavi's ideas and tactics and all that stuff. They work better, and they can really see themselves working better with them. They feel better. The team can really perform better in this sense, and that's the most important part. That's what really we hope for the most. Then all those other small things and the performances and how they built up, that will come. It will come eventually. It's a long process. This is not gonna just change overnight. Not gonna change in just a couple of weeks. It's gonna take time to really get it to that good high standard level again. But for now, for this, as it is just it's a good thing that Xavi has been able to change himself like that, and I saw that in the Espanyol game. We had a good game, a good performance. Plenty decent chances, but we scored on a penalty. Memphis Depay scored on a penalty, and that was the final result. It was a 1-0. But that's also doesn't really matter. The result overall itself doesn't really matter in that way. It's that was fine. That's not really what is the main feeling of this. That's not the most important part of this. What really is the most important part is that we got that from the style of play, and how the team kept going in, and not really stopping. That was the most important part, and we could really show that we had that still in the club, and that we weren't just gonna let things just roll over, and like we saw many times under Coleman. So that was a great start for Xavi's Barcelona coaching career. And then we went into the Champions League game. This one was very, very frustrating, because this one just absolutely it's it made me kind of mad. It made me kind of mad because it was it was unfortunate. It was unfortunate that we couldn't score because we had so many good chances in that game. So we played really well and came close so many times, and we definitely deserved to really win that game. Yes, Benfica also had a couple really close chances as well, but we were overall the more dominant team. We were the more overall kind of team that was just doing it more, and that was really getting into the game and really, you know, getting those chances in, uh, and we're really the most. Some, we were the team that was close the most to score. Right, we had the most close chances to score, even more than Benfica did. So it was unfortunate. It was the result really didn't reflect the game overall. The 0-0 result, the 0-0. It's it was very unfortunate, but it leaves us in a position now that we have to at least try to have to go on and win in Munich, which will be a tough task. Yes, now there won't be any, as you announced, officially announced today or yesterday, I believe, there won't be any fans in the stadium over there because of some COVID concerns. But even with that, it's like Bayern is a really strong team, and it's gonna be very very tough. They beat us at home, pretty much with our fans in attendance. So um it's gonna not gonna be an easy task. But now we're playing differently under Xavi though, so it's still there is some hope that we can do it, and we hopefully the players will do their absolute best because everything kind of rides on that game for our continuation in the tournament. Well, that and also maybe Benfica also losing or so to Dynamo Kiev as well, which hopefully they will. But we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. But for that game, we could have secured our place in the knockout stages. We just weren't, but luck weren't on our side. We weren't lucky enough to really get that goal, and that can also be drawn down to a lot of the injuries that we have from our attackers. Guerrero, Martin Braithwaite, Ansu Fati, and all that. All of them missing. If they were there, I think that would have made probably a different story in that game. Um, and that also moves over to the next game, the most recent one against Villarreal in this past weekend. That game was also, you can also see that kind of how some of these injuries are really affecting us as well up front. We started off that game really good. We started off good in attack, pressing high, going in, and getting some good chances in as well. But after that, we kind of dropped off a little bit. It got a little shaky towards the end of the first half. But anyway, we ended that first half with a 0-0, and we went into the second half. Not the greatest of first half, but we still somewhat looked at least decent enough, and it was a good enough performance. But then in the second half, we dropped off even more, and it was really strange because the how we got more and more shaking, and some of the things that Xavi had to do. I don't know how those tactics were planned out, and maybe he was forced to it because of all these injuries. But Eric Garcia got to be more in the midfield, and he was and not really in the back. And the one of those sides were also very much exposed, and we couldn't really do much in a sense. But though we still did go up 1-0, we were the first one to score in a really strange kind of goal as well, because people thought it was first gonna be like offside or something, but it was counted. It was it was scored by Frankie De Jong. So, but it was a really weird sequence. But it's definitely did count, and it was the right thing. It should be a goal. There was no question, but it was checked by VAR, and yeah, but that was should be a goal, and that was no question about that. But after that goal, we stopped being more into the game, and Villarreal really took over, and they really went into it more and more in a really hard way because they really put their like they really put forward even more in a sense, because Unai Emery really, I guess he changed up a little bit and went even more attack minded possibly. So they came in more. We were more and more sloppy as well, and that eventually that sloppiness led to us conceding. Of course, I don't remember what minute it was now, but it was Chukwueze. He got in past the defense and he scored a well-deserved goal for Villarreal. I can say they were really looking like they were getting closer and closer to scoring that, and they did deserve that goal. We were very too sloppy in that sense, and that was not good, not a good period of time. Those like the middle of the second half, but then after that, I don't know. It's just sometimes you gotta be lucky in football, and sometimes luck is needed. And I think this time around we were definitely lucky. I can say that we didn't 100% deserve to win that game, but we did in the end, and it's mostly because we did get lucky. And sometimes that's just how it is in football. That's how you do win games, with a little bit of luck. And so, thankfully, this time around, luck was on our side more than in the last couple of games. Because later on, Memphis Depay got a good ball up, shot up by Ter Stegen. He sent the ball going up high over wrong goal. I think that's maybe something. It looks like they possibly have practiced that or sometimes during training or something, but it goes out and goes to it hits off of a Villarreal defender, I believe, and it goes straight to Memphis, who picks the ball, he runs, and we're just like, come on, just score. He runs past some of the other defenders and he slots it in. And yeah, finally he did score. He missed a clear chance earlier in the game as well, a real sitter. But this time he did score. Thankfully, he needed that. I was really happy that he could score that, and we were back into it. We were in the lead again, thankfully, and that was good. And that's something that we can definitely see here. That I'll get back to in a segment, but there's will and drive in this team now. But also that we saw a little bit more of a little bit also still not 100% confident, but a little bit shaky, but much more than before, than earlier in the half. We were pushing forward more, we're trying with the play, giving up, towards the end in added time, we got a penalty. Via Coutinho, he got us a penalty, and he also stepped up and took the penalty and scored as well, which is really good for him, good for his confidence, good for his the team, that he can come in and also do something. You know, he really looked really good today when he came on in the second half. He definitely was one of his better displays of the season, and it looks like really Xavi can maybe bring something out of him as well. And hopefully that's the case. That would be really good and really a positive thing if that can happen. You know, at least somewhat to some of his potential, at least, because we know that he has that potential. We know that he is a good player, but it just hasn't worked fully for him in Barcelona. These past couple of seasons. So hopefully, at least until the summer, then we'll see what we'll do with him. But hopefully, at least until then, something can happen with Coutinho. At least he can maybe contribute in some way. But I'm happy for him that he got that, and hopefully this is the start of that. So he got to score a goal, and also he was really close to scoring a second one towards the end, like in the dying minute or so. He was close to scoring a bicycle kick as well. That if that went in, that would have been absolutely crazy. So that was a really good shot from him as well. But what I tried to say before is that the team really didn't give up. We created our own luck. Yes, it was luck. I'm not gonna deny that. We definitely weren't 100% deserving of this win, but we created our own luck. At least the the players kept going. They kept going forward. They didn't just stop. After that Chukwueze goal, after Villarreal goal, they didn't stop. They kept pushing forward. They kept trying, and that's what's most important. The will, the spirit. That's what we all wanted. That's what we all were crying out for under while Coleman was the coach. What we never got, and that's what we all were hoping that Xavi can now bring, and it looks like he will, and looks like he has, and that's one of the most important points for this team. That's one of the first things that need to be working well, and later on we can work on the smaller details with defense and attack and all that. It will come eventually. It's a process. It's a building process, and Xavi will have time to build up a new team, getting some other players. There's a lot of transfer rumors now going on with Ferran Torres maybe coming in. We're gonna sign him and another player like that. But I'll make a separate video for that later. But it's a process. It's a longer process, and we have to accept that. We have to be patient with that. But at least we can see what we want to see is that will and spirit of the players, that they're trying, that they're doing their absolute best. And if it doesn't work on, and that's fine. We know what situation we are in, and we cannot change that right now. We cannot just make it all just incredibly well in just that short amount of time. Nobody can do that. But at least we can see that the players are trying, and then that we have some spirit, that we have some promise for the future, that it is something there that can be built on, up right. And that's what Xavi has really brought in, and that's what keeps me positive and keeps me happy. Even in a sense, also, even if we don't make it through to the next round, like knockout stages of the Champions League, at least I can see that we try, that we have some spirit, and we're trying. And yes, it will be sad. It will be tough to if we go into the Europa League. That would not be fun. But hey, it's a different season. We're in a transitional period right now, and we'll go into that, and we'll try our best to get that win there too. That's another tournament. Not usually a place for a team like Barcelona, but that's just how we are right now. We didn't lose this place in the Champions League. We didn't screw our chances over in at the Camp Nou this past last weekend. No, we messed up our chances back in Lisbon when we faced them for Benfica for the first game against them in the group stage. That's when it all went south. And it's not Xavi's fault if we can't make this well. That happened before he became the coach, and it is something we have to accept if it happens. We just have to keep going and keep staying positive, because there is positive stuff in here, and we can see that if we just give the time and give it until the end of the season, and hopefully we can hope at least to get a Champions League spot, be in the top four of the league, possibly if we can win a trophy, possibly win the Copa del Rey again. And if that happens, it'll be a success of a season with the judging by the current situation we're in. As I've said before, that's the best what we can hope for, and I'll be happy with that. I'll be definitely happy with that, and then we can go in the summer and start thinking about what's the more major improvements and stuff like that. When Chavo will have time to get rid of and maybe sign also some new players, get rid of some and sign some new ones, and really shape his team the way he wants it to be, and really build his own team. And then we go again next season with some more higher expectations again. Because he has taken over this team from Coleman. This is not really his ideal team that he has right now. So it will take time. But I believe that he's the right coach to do that. I believe that he can do that, and that he will do that. And there's some other changes happening behind the scenes as well. Just today, a new doctor, whatever medical staff, head of medical staff in the club was signed. which is great. Maybe hopefully that will also change that these injuries won't be as frequent anymore. Like there's some small changes happening here and there, and that's the most important thing. And we keep going like that, and that's what I really like about it. That's what keeps my hope going forward. Even if this season won't be anything spectacular, um, I'm at least happy we are seeing some promise, and hopefully that promise will be met up and also awarded and feel like that we're giving it to them next season in a better way. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So far, Xavi has done a really good job, and I just want to end this video with a little bit of some other news as well, with from the Ballon d'Or gala, with some of the three of the winners. First off, the Golden Boy Award, and I forgot what other one he won, but another Golden Boy won another one as well. Pedri won that. He has been awarded that. We already that was announced like last week as well, and he accepted that award tonight. And another one as well. Um, really awesome, well deserved for Pedri. He's been incredible, and it's just sad that he worked himself over so much that he got injured. But hopefully he'll be back soon from injury. Like he had to restart his process again, so he won't be back until sometime in January, I believe. So, but hopefully he'll be when he does come back, he'll be fully ready to play again. And he's such a good talent, and this year he has been definitely the best talent. Um, he deserved it. He deserved that those awards that he got, and he also got 24th place in the Ballon d'Or. So there's a lot of promise for him going forward into the future. So he a great talent, and I'm happy that we do have him here. Other news as well. There's Lewandowski won the best for best striker, Donnarumma for best goalkeeper, and for the other ones I don't remember exactly who won the all that stuff. But there's some other things like that being awarded as well. Um, then we had, of course, the women's Ballon d'Or, which went to a Barcelona player as well, Alexia Putellas. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, but she won that award. She well deserved, 100%. She has been an incredible player for Barcelona. She has worked hard, and she was a big part of the treble last season. Um, So really, really awesome to have another Barcelona women's player be awarded like that. That those girls are working hard. They're a great female team. You know they're doing wonders in the for women's football, and I hope they just keep going like that. And um, there's some really amazing players in that team. You know, like Lieke Martens, like Alexia, um, like Fredolina Rolf, like the new Swedish lady signed, and like also, uh, what is her name? The Norwegian one as well. She, the new girl, and all those other ones that are from last season as well. They're still there. That, you know, I'm too tired to get all their names, but I know their names. But yeah, but all those women, they're really strong players, really good players, and they all deserve the praise. And I'm really happy for Alexia as well. Just she deserved it, and you can see how much it meant for her as well when she accepted the award. So really awesome there. And then finally, it's a bittersweet feeling, but it's still we know that he did this with our club. We did it with Barcelona, and with Argentina, and he deserved it again. But he deserves the Ballon d'Or. Lionel Messi wins it again. He wins his seventh Ballon d'Or, the most of anyone ever. Like that's awesome. That is really awesome. He's the first one to ever hold the Ballon d'Or 3 years in a row, like two times. and that's mostly because last year nobody got rewarded for it. Like there was no ceremony because of COVID and all that. Which though we can all just agree that even Messi himself says it, like last year Lewandowski 100% deserved to win it. He should have, but if there was an award there, he should have won that. But uh, I feel bad a little bit for him, but still, this year 100% there was nobody else but Messi who really deserved this the most for what he did with once again for his final in Barcelona. What he still kept the team going for what he did with Argentina and the Copa America, winning that trophy. It's great. It's great, and I just feel sad that he's no longer I can't even speak. That he's no longer at Barcelona. That he's gonna be presenting that award to the crowd of PSG, like the Parc des Princes instead of the Camp Nou. But hey, there's even at least there's some little bit of happiness in that. There'll be a replica of that seventh one as well. Will be placed in the Camp Nou as well. So there will be that. And he thanked all his former teammates at Barcelona as well, and it was a good speech for him, and he deserved it. And I'm happy for Messi 100%. He's the best player ever, and he's our legend, no matter what. And hopefully, in a couple years' time, he will be back. And I don't know if that's gonna be as a player or so, but I'm sure he will be back soon, and in some shape or form, and uh, be working with the club again. So hopefully that will happen. But big congratulations to Lionel Messi, Alexia Putellas, Pedri, and everybody else who got awarded at the ceremony. There was some interesting guests there too. Tom Holland and Zendaya were there, which was because they were doing promo for the new Spider-Man movie. But he Tom Holland like had a little agreeing with Messi there as well. There were some pictures and videos of that. That was real fun. But yeah, this went longer than I expected. I said this gonna be a short video, but I had to speak even more, so it's almost a half an hour. I'm sorry about that, but I hope you guys enjoyed this longer video a little bit here. I hope you can skip past some when you want to get when you those things you want to hear about. But I just wanted to speak about that because I haven't had time to make any other videos because of work. Hopefully next week or like in the weekend now and sometime next week I can make more separate ones talking about each game or so. But I just wanted to collect everything into one now because I haven't had time to make a video for each of the topics. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, leave a like down below and also subscribe if you have not done that already. I want to thank you guys so much for recent subscribers. I've reached 200 subscribers on this channel. Thank you so much for that. It's an incredible feeling just to have that number, and hopefully we can go forward now to up to 300 and more. You know, go that journey up to 1,000 eventually. So thank you guys again for that, and also if you have done, press that notification bell as well to get notified next time I upload a video like this talking about Barcelona or other teams in football as well, possibly eventually as well. I'll have some ideas that in which I'll maybe be talking about some other aspects of sports and so on in the future. But well, if you enjoy the content, I will love for you to subscribe. Then I will appreciate that very much. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Bye. Let's go, Barca.